What's up, music world? My name is Adi Dash, and today you're listening to Just Earworms. With me are my buddies Madhav Danturthi,
Podcast Nation, what's poppin'?
and next to him is the best shot blocker I've ever seen, Manish Malampati.
What it do, baby?
We decided to start this program, Just Earworms, as a way to connect our love for music with something that we could share with our audience. In today's podcast, we're going to talk about Dark Lane demo tapes. Guys, first thought.
I listened to the album yesterday, or I should say mixtape yesterday when it dropped, and I was excited, and I'm not disappointed. Drake really took us way, way back. So, in my opinion, it's really good, and I've been listening to quite a few of the songs on repeat.
Manish, what do you have to say about it?
I didn't listen to it when it released because my Wi-Fi cuts out at 11:30, but I listened to it today, and I would like to. I think it wasn't bad. I like some songs on it, but I wouldn't say it's like amazing or anything because there were some songs that like were questionable to me.
Yeah,
Or
I would like I definitely think like out of the 14 songs, like there are like seven songs I'm really into. The other seven, like I was just listening to it while like doing work, and this other seven just played in the background, and I it had no effect on me. But the intro was probably something that I was really like fond of just because of the background music element. Like the production on
yeah,
the intro was just like it
it
got
was
me in.
unique.
Yeah.
I think, the mixtape had a lot of elements similar to If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, his mixtape from a while ago. And like the beats he used as well were more like grittier than what we're used to hearing from him. Because like
Yeah.
with Scorpion and stuff, it was more like going hard in, nonstop. Those are all like hype songs. This is more like sad boy Drake than hype Drake.
I mean, I think like this is just like just rather than like saying it's like, oh, it's so and so Drake, it's so and so Drake. I think it's just like a collection of stuff that he just decided to put out. Cause like you have tracks like what D4L, like Landed, and like they're definitely not like sad boy Drake. Like
Yeah.
he's definitely flexing on those tracks.
I mean I feel like a part of it, like you mentioned, it's not a Drake that we're really used to from the last couple of years, but at the same time, it isn't a Drake that like I personally like slow Drake, and I felt like that was something that he could have definitely added more of into this. But I also at the same time, this is like a bunch of uh like leaked songs and a bunch of SoundCloud like music. So it's technically not like a body of work like that we can't consider it as a body of work, but definitely something that like I really liked about this whole like project in general was that it had like it had that surprise element. Like you didn't know what the next song would be like. Like if you listen to Scorpion or if you listen to More Life or Views, there was like there's an R&B feel to at least side B of Scorpion. Like most of them had like an R&B feel, but in this like at least in this tape, like most of the songs were really independent of each other. So you were like you didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, so what do you guys think what was your favorite song on the album?
Hmm. I think for me, my favorite song is either Losses or Deep Pockets. I also like the Chicago Freestyle. That was good too.
That was good.
Yeah,
Okay.
That
yeah.
was
I
good.
think my favorite song has to be either Chicago Freestyle or Not You Too.
I think the Chicago freestyle was probably really good, but I really like the production on Deep Pockets. That's probably the only song that I
Yeah,
listened to like multiple times once I heard it. So that's definitely something I enjoyed from Drake. Uh Not a big fan of Pain 1993. It's probably the
Yeah.
most hyped song on the album just because Playboy Cardi was on it and we are expecting stuff from Cardi, but I mean like I felt like just
it was literally like the song was meant for Cardi more than Drake. Like
Yeah,
the beat
definitely.
was literally like the song turned on and I was like instantly, this is a Playboy Cardi song.
It
I mean,
was, yeah, it was something, all right. Like, it definitely let down to all the hype that was created. Like, even today morning, I was like looking at some Twitter posts, and everybody started attacking Playboy Cardi after how bad the song was. And before, like literally 24 hours before, everybody was hyping him up. They're like, "Oh, we can't wait for this banger." It's really
Yeah.
similar to what happened with the single and everything. A lot has been going around in the news with Playboy Cardi.
I think what's funny is like, you know how like you have all the Cardi fans and they're like they love how he
they hype
doesn't
him
like
up.
speak English, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But then on this song, he's like rapping the closest to English he could, and
yeah.
like everyone's saying it sucks. And that's so sad for Cardi. I feel like as a rapper, when you don't speak and people like you, that's just sad.
I mean, like, I feel like one problem with Cardi is like his stands are like so aggressive on Twitter. Like people who don't listen to Cardi like on a regular, they tend to like gravitate away from him because Cardi's stands are like so like forceful with their opinions. But I I mean I personally felt like Cardi wasn't bad, neither was Drake. Just the song was just not it was not a good fit, I would say personally. Like I would not like listen to like a album made by Drake and Playboy Cardi. Like if people were to ask me to listen to it, but the song itself wasn't bad. It just didn't live up to the hype. But that's also because we live in like a Twitter age where people just talk about it constantly on Twitter. So I think that plays a big role in it.
Yeah, I agree.
What did you guys think of the two UK songs? Demons and War. I mean, War was already released, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about.
I really liked War. War was nice too.
Yeah, I think War was better than Demons.
Yeah, War was definitely better than Demons.
But I felt like War was like Demons had like a better production than War. Like War
Yeah,
was more like
yeah.
standard. Like
Yeah,
that was one thing.
I think
Yeah I
Demons
personally yeah go for it.
Demons had like, yeah, as you said, better production, but I think like lyrically, War, like the bars in War were more impressive. They flowed much better than in
Yeah, I
Demons.
think Drake did the beat more justice on War than he did on Demons. And like the features on Demons weren't too crazy.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah,
just like a bunch of like white noise for like a solid portion of the track. And like War, it was just like it was just one verse, like it was just Drake flowing on a beat, which I found like better than Demons, where it's just like it was Vivio, Foreign, and Sosa Geek, like they had like verses that I could just like skip over.
I
Okay. Yeah.
yeah I mean I can see that. Like, do you feel like once I listened to the album, it really felt like it was sectioned out like to different pieces. Like, if you look at like I think the first three songs, they're like just the Drake rap that we're used to, the speaking rap. Like, I feel like when Drake raps, it's like a really Meek Mill style rapping. Like, it's not he's not flowing or anything, and he's just like speaking on the beat, and you feel like motivated. Like that's the Drake that people like have come to love. Like his Nothing Was the Same, and those albums had like the Drake who spoke on like beats, and you felt like really motivated to do stuff. I felt like the first part of the album was like at least the first three songs on the album was like that, and then like to be honest with you, the next four or five songs I felt like were like TikTok songs, and I really did not like them that much. Like I was like, but D4L was like I found D4L to be good. Like I thought that the trio of Future, Drake, and Young Thug is actually it actually works. It's good. It's not like Cardi and Drake, so I really like that.
Yeah. I think for that song, like personally, I obviously it was better than Cardi and Drake, but like for me, Future is like really hit or miss, and like same thing with Young Thug, because like I don't know, something about like their voice, like right, because like the what
Yeah,
they like the auto tune with their voice and stuff, like I think the way they rap it's just like really hit or miss. Like obviously like, you can like headbang to like Mask Off and shit, but like I think with D4L the thing was like I just like wasn't feeling their verses at the beginning, and like Drake did good on the track, but then like by that time I was just like not having it, especially the parts where he was like "Brr, brr," like I was like I was like no like and that was just like personal.
But do you guys? I feel like Future is like an artist that you listen to when you like just need to get hype. Like you listen to his songs when you
Yeah.
are looking for that hype factor, and I guess like I mean D4L had some hype into it,
Yeah, I
but
think it was because I listened to it at 11 in the morning.
yeah, you need to listen to around like 5. Like 5 in the evening is
Yeah.
the perfect time to get hyped. I feel like
Yeah.
that's the time when you want to like really go pick up a ball and start shooting it, just hooping. Perfect time to get hyped.
Yeah. I'll probably
Yeah.
listen to it again.
Yeah. So since we're talking about Future and all of these songs, my question was, what do you guys think about the features on this album? And if you could replace any of the features with another artist, who would it be?
I'm pretty sure
Uh,
Lil Baby was supposed to be on Tootsie Slide, which
yeah,
was yeah,
Yeah,
that was hilarious. He would not have fit on that song.
definitely
yeah,
not.
definitely not. I wouldn't have listened to it if he had been. I skipped over
Yeah.
Tootsie Slide on this album. I was 100%. I skipped over it.
I was
Yeah, same
this
here.
close to skipping over Landed. I was so
Oh.
close to skipping over Landed. I don't know. I just could not take that song. I had to fight myself to not skip it.
Yeah, I skipped over to see Slide. It was released what, like 3 weeks ago. It's already
Yeah,
too overplayed.
It's TikTok shit.
It's
Like whatever.
TikTok.
yeah,
It's
Yeah, it's
whatever.
TikTok. Yeah,
the TikTok
too
hype.
overplayed.
Yeah,
The
I
thing
feel
is, I
like
think Chicago. Oh yeah, you can go.
Yeah, I feel like Chris Brown did his thing, so that was like a really good feature.
Dude, I was like slightly disappointed that he didn't have like an actual
Yeah, an
verse.
actual
Yeah,
verse.
yeah, that's
Yeah, like when I
But I
saw.
did like the background vocals.
Yeah, when I
yeah,
saw Chris Brown on it, I was like, okay, so maybe like a No Guidance part 2.
no guidance. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
But
what I was waiting for.
yeah, a little disappointed.
Yeah. Uh, the answer to your question, I was thinking like if like a Deep Pockets or When to Say When, like two songs that where he pretty much like rapped on. I was thinking maybe a J. Cole feature would come in handy, like someone who could like really someone who has better wordplay than Drake and will fit on that on that production standpoint. Like I think J. Cole would have been perfect for that. Uh, Also, if you wanted it, like if when listening to like Desires with Future, I felt like an artist who like sings a little bit more would have been better on that like track. Like maybe I was thinking like a Post Malone would be a better fit instead of Future.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I
I
think
mean
same
Future,
thing goes for Time Flies.
yeah,
yeah,
Time Flies could have used like I think for because like I think the first like minute and a half like I did not find it like crazy good, but then like after that when he starts like hitting more vocals, that's when I thought it was good. And so if like for that first minute and a half, if he had like someone that had like a really good voice, then that song could have been like way better.
yeah. Like Post Malone, The Weeknd, someone who could like
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
flex their
Drake and The
vocals.
Weeknd are beefing. So
Yeah,
no,
they
no,
are.
Drake,
They
they aren't
were.
anymore.
They were.
They
they
were
are.
beefing.
Drake and
I what
Weeknd had a lot of good collabs. So like
Yeah, I
they had
remember
good songs together.
in War, Drake mentions how like he talks about the weekend and says that dude who's saying like he was on Thriller, he's my homie. We just had to fix things, family six
Oh
things. Like
right,
that
right.
was
I remember
that
now. I
that was
remember
him.
now.
That was
Yeah,
him. Scott. Like
Yeah.
I I'm looking forward to if the weekend comes on Drake's album in during the summer. Like that would definitely be something I would be looking forward to.
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one. Like, do you guys think like if you compare Dark Lane demo tapes to, like his other projects, where do you think this stands? Do you think it's top, like one of his best, one of his worst? Like any hot takes?
Hmm.
I think this is the thing is, like, Drake is like, he definitely, you cannot say he did not change the game. Like, he changed the game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And a lot of his albums are like very good, right? That, and so like to put this mixtape in with them would, I don't think that's like fair.
Well, I mean, I think this is his worst project. I mean, come on, let's be
Yeah,
frank. I don't. I mean,
exactly.
I
I was
didn't
gonna
like
say
it.
it. That's what I
Yeah,
was gonna
yeah.
say. Like, it's not
You
fair
could
to
say it. You
this.
could say it. Yeah, yeah. This is probably like if you were to compare it with his other projects, it would probably be his worst project. But at the same time, it's Drake, and people would listen to Drake regardless. So that's
Yeah,
like one good thing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely on his like lower end of projects. It's like
I
it
mean, it's
was just
throwaways, so you can't expect much.
yeah, it's just a bunch of throw. I mean, it's kind of similar. It's kind of similar to like one of his other albums. I think uh, Take Care maybe. There was another album where it was just a bunch of
I
throwaways,
think this
but
is
it
more
actually
similar to Scorpion.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
I think this is
It's
more
just that
similar to Scorpion.
I feel like Take Care was a classic. Like it
Take
just
Care.
had.
Take Care was like uh, Take Care was like some of the songs were throwaways. One of these articles here actually says a quote from Drake saying like, yeah, some of the songs he like didn't really put any effort into it. It was just throwaways, but they all came out really well. Like Take Care is like one of his bests. Like they're, need I say, bangers from Take Care.
Banger
Yeah.
alert. Uh, do you guys think if Drake hadn't released this project and instead had waited till the summer to like release his album and had like some of the songs that are on here on that album, would it have made a difference to you? Like, would you have rather wanted it this way or would you have rather wanted it the other way?
I think I'd rather want it this way. Because,
Yeah,
like, you never know, like, if you were to choose the songs that were, like, worse on this mixtape and put it on the summer album, like, that would obviously make the album worse. And, like, you
Yeah.
never know if he's gonna choose the good ones or the bad ones. And, like, rather than play that game, he just released all of them now and just, like, have his own separate thing for the summer, which I think is better, honestly. Rather than like have to choose between these, because like obviously to him they're probably all good.
Yeah, true. Just
yeah.
a quick question. So, just this is not about Drake, but have you guys been to any concerts? Do you that like any concerts that you guys have been to, and you could, and what do you think about like Drake coming out and playing this song at a concert, and you were there and you were listening to like this
I've
like
been to only a Logic concert.
yeah, I'm that's my bucket list. I have that one. I'm going. Don't worry, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go.
same here. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't been to any like American concerts, but I think if I were to go to a concert, like a Drake concert, and hear him play one of these songs, other than probably Tootsie Slide, I don't think it would be a song to hear at a concert. Just because of the way the songs are produced. Like they're
I think
not
Tootsie Slide
hype
is a good
songs.
concert song. And then
Yeah.
I mean like if he's has like most concerts they probably have that like section where they like just like slow things down, right? I think
Yeah.
then Chicago Freestyle.
Yeah, Chicago freestyle.
I
Because
would
like
not
usually
mind
at a
Chicago.
concert, usually at a concert, like they're trying to perform all the like crowd pleasers. So like Tootsie Slide makes sense, you know, it's going
Yeah, but
viral on TikTok.
but don't you think I feel like Tootsie Slide reminds me of that one song, the right foot up, left the that song that like people
To the
like when
left.
you play yeah,
Take it
to the
back
left,
now,
to the
yeah.
right. Yeah, like I feel like that's like it's like a rip-off version of that song. And that's what Drake's on. He sort of started dance movement off of Tootsie Slide.
I
Like
mean,
I
let's not
didn't like
forget
it.
that he's making racks off of this song.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
I mean that's
if
yeah,
if
that's true.
if I made that song and I put it out and I was making millions, like I would not be mad either. Like,
Yeah.
That's a good
Obviously,
point.
there's something in that song that's getting
Yeah.
everyone crazy about it. So like, you can't
I
complain.
mean, let's not act like that song isn't catchy.
It
Like
is.
it's
It has a
It is
good
catchy.
beat. It definitely has a
Yeah.
good beat.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's not the worst track on this mixtape.
It's
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, let's
No,
talk
definitely
about that. What do you guys think is the worst track?
Ooh.
not. Wait, before we talk about the worst track, I feel like this track deserves deserves some recognition from Florida with Love. Like I thought I
Yeah,
liked it. I thought it was very low key, but it was like perfect. Like I really like that
dude, I
track for
had
sure.
like a hella "I'm Upset" vibe
Yeah,
from,
yeah,
and I wasn't like a huge fan of like "I'm Upset" when I first listened to it, but I found this better.
yeah.
And
I
like,
feel like
yeah,
I'm upset. Like it takes some time to grow on you. Like
yeah,
when I first heard it, it's just Drake
Yeah.
talking over a beat. It wasn't that like wasn't fire or anything, but then it just takes some time.
yeah.
Uh,
I
I feel
think
like
the
the
plug ad libs were a bit too much though.
oh yeah, a little too much.
Plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was confusing. I was listening to it, I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, they were so random and they were like so loud in comparison with the actual song.
Worst track, I would probably say Landed. I mean, I was probably gonna skip over it, but yeah, I feel like Landed, like even though I skipped over Two Seaside, like when it first came out, it was a vibe. Like you would listen to it, and like since school got canceled and everything, and we were all like pretty depressed. Two Seaside was
Yeah.
like a perfect like slow song for like depressed things, but now that I look at it, like I mean, I really did not like Landed. Like that's probably the only song I just did not like in this
Me
whole
too.
project.
Yeah.
Landed
I
was something.
Landed was not it. Yeah. And
He
then
didn't even like take it in a certain direction. Like he just said nonsense for like 2.5 minutes. Like that's such a throwaway. Like you did not
Hey,
need to
hey,
do
that sounds like Shrimon talking on a daily.
that.
Bunch of nonsense.
Hey, these guys don't know who Shrimon is. The
Don't
average
worry,
guy.
don't. Yeah, he's
We'll bring him on. We'll bring him
bring
on.
him on, bring him on.
we'll
Don't
bring
worry.
them on one day.
That's an Indian, the
Y-
India crossover.
If we ever do a Telugu music podcast, we're definitely
Yes,
bringing on Shrimon.
Yeah.
yes, 100%.
I think yeah.
Yeah,
So going back to Adi's question, Landed I didn't enjoy, and then I personally did not enjoy Pain 1993 either. It was pretty much a pain in my ears. So
Good one.
good one. What a pun, Mother. Deserves it. It's an Oscar-winning pun right there.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was interesting. All right, so I have a question for you guys. I have this review done by an anonymous author opened, and well, I wanted to show you guys, or rather read, what their final thoughts are on Drake's Dark Lane demo tapes, and let's see what you guys think about their final review. So the anonymous author says the title Dark Lane demo tapes is spot on. Drake has delivered a fan service release during quarantine, allowing him to clear out his vault of throwaways, losies, and leaks. There's no attempt at a crossover pop song or shiny big budget radio record. Dark Lane Demo Tapes is a playlist project filled mostly with surface level rap tales by a rich and famous superstar who can craft a hit, any type of hit, you name the type, in his sleep. And some of these songs, Desires and Not You Too, sound like he did. What do you guys think about that?
I think, okay, I agree, honestly. Like, these obviously aren't, not too much effort seems to have been put into these because they're literally throwaways and like all that stuff. But like, you have to agree with the guy. Drake is like a master at creating
Yeah.
It,
worldwide international songs. So
yeah.
like, I won't be surprised if one of these, I mean, one of these already has Tissy Slide, but I won't be surprised if another one of these goes crazy.
I think he's crowdsourcing his album, his coming album. He's like
Yeah.
using this to test like what type of sounds people are like gonna
Yeah.
enjoy and enjoy. It's like he's kind of smart with his placement of the mixtape.
No, Drake's a genius with this.
Yeah.
Dude. He's definitely nice.
And based off of the response, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna have a Cardi song on his next album. Um,
I hope
Dude,
not.
wait, no, we cannot say that because you already know all the Cardi stans will eat that song up.
That's true.
It's like they ate up May. I did not like May. I'm sorry,
Dude,
Cardi
Mel
fans.
is
Like he's
trash.
yeah,
Mel is trash.
it's horrible. But to his credit, Dial It was a great album. So I'll give him that for sure.
Dial It
was good.
Coming back to the review, I felt like it was like spot on. Like that's what I felt about it. It was just like a bunch of like songs that he didn't think were worthy enough to like hold on to. Like some artists do get mad when like leaks happen, but then Drake's like one of the artists who like when a song gets leaked, he decides to put it out. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he thinks like this isn't like this song these songs getting leaked isn't like a big thing because he probably has like bigger hits in his like treasure chest. So I feel like
Yeah.
that's like it's like a very fair assessment of the Drake project.
So I think all in all, we would agree that according to this author, she or he says Drake didn't feel the need to surprise us. He took a nice little layup. Sure, a 360 windmill would have been nice, but for that we'll have to wait for album number 6.
Yeah,
I think it's perfect.
Perfect.
And I'm really excited for that new album. Like, wait, I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but like Drake, I think Instagram, Drake previewed new music last night, and that sounded different. Like that's what I'm looking forward to. Like it's something different. Like coming, like I want the R&B Drake, but a different Drake would also be really fun to listen to. So if you guys haven't seen that on Twitter and on Instagram Live, it's all over the place. Drake released a new tape and then previewed new music. So you should definitely go check that out.
I will.
As will I.
What do you guys think about like when you look at Drake's discography? What's like one song if you had to pick one song that you really liked and you want to listen to from Drake, and that's the only song that you get to listen to? What's that one song for you guys?
Okay,
Ooh.
that's like insanely hard to answer.
Yeah, but I mean just like
how
just
about
one song.
how about you go by album?
Sure, why not? Let's go by album. Let's see. Okay. Let's start off with Views. Like that's what I think is Drake's best album, and
I
you heard it
agree.
here first. I
I
think it's the
agree.
best project. But okay, let's start off with Views. What's the best song on Views?
Ooh. Best song on Views. Hmm.
I feel
That's
like if you want me to start off, I think Feel No Ways is probably my favorite on the album. I just felt like it's a mix of R&B, and it's like it's the sad Drake that we all like. Like Drake's the only artist that if you cry, like if he's like sad and he sings a song, everyone relates to it, and you can listen to like sad Drake anytime you want to listen to, like even if you're like if you want to get motivated, if you want to get hyped, if you're sad, like anything, I feel like sad Drake's like perfect for that. So I think Feel No Ways is probably my favorite song of that album.
Yeah, I think I like Feel No Ways, and I like Too Good featuring Rihanna as well. Those are like my top 2.
Oh, Too Good was really good. Like I
Yeah.
feel like if Rihanna's on any track,
It's gonna
she
be
just
good.
elevates
Yeah.
it. Yeah, she just elevates it. It's
Yeah.
that's just her. That's the best
Definitely.
thing about Rihanna. Definitely, Rihanna and Beyonce, the two most respected female artists. Let's just we'll give that to them. That's the best.
Yeah, definitely.
What about
I
you,
can
Manish?
agree.
I'm like I think toss up between Feel No Ways and Hotline Bling.
Hotline Bling was I felt like Hotline Bling was really good, and then people just started memeing it, and that's why I've
Yeah,
lost
like
it's like
if you listen
out.
to it now, it's like
It's a good
good.
song.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's really
good.
good. It's a good.
Yeah.
It,
What do
I
you
feel
guys
like
think is
yeah.
like your all-time favorite Drake song?
I thought we were going album by
He
album.
literally
My
just
bad.
he literally just asked that, and we said,
Okay,
let's
but
go by
like it doesn't
album
have to be.
because that's like
Okay.
hard.
Sure. We could do. Yeah, we could do that then.
Yeah, I got
Alright.
the
Do
album.
you know how many
So
songs Drake has put out, and like
yeah,
the fact
it's
they're like
That's true.
all they're like so many damn bangers. Like
good point. Um, so what do you guys think is okay? Let's go. We finished views. Now let's do So Far Gone. What's the best song on that album?
Yikes. Uh,
I feel like Houston, Atlanta, Vegas,
Houston, yeah, I
and
was gonna say
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
Vegas.
That's a song that when I'm driving, like some of Drake's songs are perfect for when you're driving. So Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, and Best I Ever Had. It's a classic. It's a hit. You
Yeah.
can't debate it. That's like that's like Drake at his peak.
Yeah.
So if you're done with that, thank me
Care
later.
package. Let's like a care package.
Okay, let's take a look at Care Package. What do you think is what
Care
did you guys like?
Package.
I can personally, any time of the day, listen to 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
Same.
And I completely agree with you. That song is so good.
That
God
song
damn,
is so good.
4
Yeah.
p.m. in Calabasas and 5 a.m. in
5 a.m. in
Toronto.
Toronto. Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
Both good.
I just wish those songs would be 4 p.m. in Calabasas and 5 p.m. in Toronto. Like they're perfect. They're like right. They blend in. They're like the perfect song.
And Jodeci
they're
Freestyle.
Jodeci Freestyle. The Cole verse on Jodeci Freestyle is probably better than the Drake verse, but Jodeci
Yo,
Freestyle.
who cares, dude? It's a good song.
It's a good
It's
song.
just
It's a good song. And Dreams Money Can Buy is also a good song.
Yeah,
The first
yeah.
It's a great intro. Yep. Alright. So now what about Thank Me Later? Let's
Thank me later.
This is probably we could say this is probably Drake's first album. Thank Me
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah.
So what do you guys? What's the best one?
I'll let Madhav go first.
I
Yeah, go
think I think for me it would be this is tough.
A lot of features on the album, definitely
Yeah.
more than any other Drake album. Out of
Yeah.
14 songs, yeah,
There
I think
there are
8
too
of them have
many.
features. Yeah, there are a lot of features.
I really like The Resistance. Up All Night is really good.
Yep, agreed.
And
Nikki
then
does it. Nikki does it
yeah.
on that album.
Yeah.
I think The Resistance or Unforgettable.
Yeah, Unforgettable is really good too. I like that.
Okay, it might seem odd, but I really liked Fireworks. Like I just like Alicia Keys' voice. Like she's like
I mean, yeah. Empire State of Mind.
amazing.
Like,
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Like that intro was like perfect. And then Light Up with Jay-Z.
Light Up was
If
good
you
too.
Yeah.
if you have any track with Jay-Z in it, I'm instantly gonna bob to it because Jay's GOAT, Jay GOAT. So I mean, can't deny that. So yeah, that was good. Next album, probably. I mean, what most people think of Drake's best project. I mean, Madhav and I don't, but second best for sure. Take Care. What do you think?
Take Care. I gotta go with Marvin's Room.
Marvin's Room. Yeah, I think yeah.
Wait, what?
Would I was asking what's the best song on Take Care?
Take Care.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Headlines.
Oh yeah,
Headlines too. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Headlines.
When I first heard Headlines, I remember like I moved from India when I was 10, and I think I first heard Headlines when I was like 11 or 12, like in 7th grade. And I kid you not, I had a Nokia phone back then, and it was a complete garbage phone. Like kid you not, so bad. There's no music on it, but there's one good thing about the Nokia phone. You could like record song like when you like play video recordings on iPhone. If you close your phone, it doesn't play in the background. But for the Nokia, it did that. So I took a headline from YouTube and recorded it on my phone and then played it. That was like my hype song. Like every time before touching a basketball or playing basketball, that was like the perfect song for me. So Headlines for sure. And then as I got older, Crew Love with Weekend was I
Yeah.
loved it. Like
True Love is
that
really good.
song. The song is just really really good. What about Nothing Was the Same?
Oh.
Also, no bad songs on the album. Nothing Was the Same was had every single song was good. I was listening to it like 6 months ago. Every single song on that
Yeah.
album is a classic.
Yeah. I think obviously it started from the bottom. Classic.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're going home,
Hold on,
dude.
we're
Oh
going
yeah.
home.
Oh
I
Yeah.
my.
think I'm gonna have to go with that
Hold
one.
on, we're going home is definitely the best.
I I liked Hold On We're Going Home, but like that's probably the best song in the album, like in terms of what like I feel like as like a song in general, but Pound Cake with
Oh, that one.
Jay-Z
Yeah.
is I mean, again, if you have Jay-Z on a track, it's instant
It's a
GOAT
banger.
status. So
Yeah, banger.
and I feel like Jay-Z's verse, like when like Jay-Z had his like some of the bars in Jay-Z's verse were like so perfect, like the clown cake and then upside down cake and those like like the bars that Jay-Z had on that one track. I think I really respect that. Like that's the Nothing Was the Same as definitely like on a regular I have a bunch of songs on my regular playlist from that album. Definitely a great album. What about If You're Reading This, It's Too Late? Probably the most hype
Hey,
Drake album.
unpopular opinion. Oh, we're not on that album yet. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never
Uh,
mind. I thought we were on um
For Life.
What a Time to Be Alive. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, no, it's good. We'll get there. Don't worry, Manish. Don't jump. Got it. We'll get there.
I
What
bet,
about
bet.
If You're Reading This, It's Too Late?
I
Mm.
love energy. I love
Yeah, I
energy.
love energy. Energy is really good.
You
Six
can't
Wait,
God
go
is
wrong
good.
with that song.
yeah, you
You
can't
can't.
go wrong. But Know Yourself is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Like that beat. Like after I think it is I think I remember it's 1:38, 1 minute 38 seconds. It goes to that constant like that one thing that Drake keeps on saying with that one beat, and it's perfect to listen to in your car. Just a bass boost your car and listen to that. It's perfect. So
Yeah,
definitely
I
know
agree.
know yourself. And that album had Company, which was when Travis Scott had the dollar sign on the S instead of the S. So we've come a long way, guys. Come a long way. Uh, what about What a Time to Be Alive? Drake and Future's collab album, and probably the album that a lot of people enjoyed like listening to while playing basketball or football. Like it was like a really trap album, like with
Mhm.
Future in it.
I Yeah, like I was saying,
Yeah.
I am not a fan of Big Rings. I do not like
Uh,
that song.
I
And
mean,
I do not know why people like that song.
I mean, there's only one reason why I like it. The album came out in 2015, and the Warriors won the title in 2015. So once they won and they got their rings, like the championship ceremony, they had big rings playing in the background. So that's
Yeah.
like absolute
Okay,
respect.
well, I'm
And
I'm a Rockets fan, so I can't relate at all. So
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. How many times have you beaten you the last 5 years? Pretty sure it's in the 40s now, isn't it?
I hate you.
40 games, I think, we won against the sad Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
I hope you guys,
Feels bad.
Yeah, if I
yeah,
was a Warriors fan, maybe I would like big rings,
I
but
hope your centerless team has success in the coming future.
they won't.
they
I
won't.
trust me.
They
Yeah, they
lost
won't.
the Warriors on Christmas Day with D'Lo and Draymond bullying them, so not gonna happen. That was probably the most happiest Christmas Day game I've ever watched when I saw the Warriors, and that was so good. That was so good. I
Uh,
feel like the album, like it has really good songs. Jumpman probably
Yeah.
stands out
I think
because
yeah.
other than Jumpman, like obviously Jumpman's like the obvious choice because it's like the most popular of all of them. I think other than Jumpman, I would have to go with Plastic Bag.
yeah,
Plastic Bag
Plastic
is pretty
Bag's
good.
really good. Yeah, agreed. Definitely, that's one song that I really like. And Change Locations is also a good
Yeah.
song. It should definitely be like more appreciated for sure. What about More Life? This was
This one, I
what?
like this album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
Same.
And
It was. It
Yeah.
was
I
good.
feel like I feel like Drake like stuck to his roots in this
Mhm.
album. Definitely, like this was like a lot of Canadian stuff, and like that like Canadian like community, like Blam. Do you guys know what Blam means?
I have no clue.
Can't say I do.
Okay, I was reading this, but I might have forgotten. But what Blam means is in Jamaica, Blam means like a cigarette or like something you smoke with. So I think that's what Blam means. It's a Jamaican term. And when you listen to Blam, the beat and the production is you could see like the distinct like he's he's trying to like target that audience that because Toronto has a very big Jamaican community. And not gonna lie, like I was watching a food channel video, the jerk chicken in Toronto looks amazing. So we're definitely gonna try that. That's a bucket list item for sure. But yeah, but Blam was definitely. I feel like Blam was my favorite song from the album just because it was funky, it was fun, it was good to listen to. I really liked it.
I think my favorite song on the album is Portland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think mine is Passion Fruit.
Oh, Passion Fruit's really good.
Wait, Passion Fruit is really good. Fake Love is good as well.
Yeah.
And
I think it got hella overplayed though.
It got hella overplayed.
Yeah. Also 22 tracks. It was a really big
Yeah.
album. Yeah. But and Nothing's Into Somethings is by far the most underrated song on the album. Like in my opinion, no one talks about it, but it's easily one of the best. Like I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So we go from a 22 track Drake album to probably the biggest project he's ever dropped. 25 songs on Scorpion. What was your opinion on this?
I think
honestly, I did not listen to all of it.
Yeah, I got bored after like listening to half of the album.
I'm not even gonna comment on crap like Ratchet Happy Birthday.
Oh
yeah.
That was
why was that even on the album?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I when I actually that song came of good use on my brother's birthday. That's the song I played for him. You
Why
know,
does it have
once in a while.
53 million plays.
Because it's Drake, and like once you listen to the whole album, people just like listen to it, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, to be honest, I really like. I feel like Scorpion has a very big place in my heart because over that summer of 2018, I was at Berkeley for a summer camp, and I was there with my roommate who's also a Drake fan, and he had the speaker inside his football. Shout out Ravi Bhatia, he's a good friend of mine, and he had a speaker inside his football, and we played with that football, like we threw it around, but also we had the phone connected to it, so music was playing while you were throwing the football around. So we were listening to Scorpion the whole time. So even though Scorpion wasn't that good, it has a really big place in my heart. So can't disrespect
and like
Scorpion.
obviously there were bangers on Scorpion.
Yeah, there were bangers. There were bangers. It was just it could have been shorter.
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
a bit too long.
Like
he could have done away with like all the Ratchet Happy Birthday type shit.
Yeah, definitely. Blue Tint was good.
Blue Tint was good.
Yeah, Elevate was also a really good song. Jaded was good. I really like Jaded.
Jaded was good. Jaded is so underrated.
Jaded is
Talk Up with Jay-Z. Again, if you include Jay-Z, it's in my list. And Sanders Rose, that's something I really like. Sanders Rose is amazing. Yep. And
I say this, but like I feel like with Don't Matter to Me, I feel like that song Chicago Freestyle is what that song should have been.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed. I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because like
I feel like
go ahead. I don't know how to pronounce it, but like Giveon, like I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
But what he does on Chicago Freestyle is really good. And like I feel like if Drake had included like Michael Jackson, like and like done like a more mellow kind of song instead of what he did with like the whole "It don't matter to me" instead of like that, like I think if he had the more mellow vibe, it would have been like 10 times
much better.
Yeah. I think Drake should have called you, Manish. You have a really nice voice. That's pretty good.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Yes.
Thank you.
And Mother should have been featured on God's Plan. I think Mother's reiteration of God's Plan is perfect.
I think
Yes.
one song that we haven't talked about yet because it's not on any albums is Back to Back. It's probably one of my
Oh,
favorite Drake songs.
yeah.
But
And
And
Charged Up.
and Charged Up,
behind
classic.
bars.
Oh
Behind Bars
yeah,
too,
behind bars.
classic.
I
But
think that's his best UK one.
yeah,
Yeah,
totally agreed.
100% agree.
Yeah.
0 to 100.
Oh yeah, that's good as well.
Classic.
Yep.
There's a lot
Best
of
in the world.
good songs.
Dude, Omerta is so underrated.
I mean,
In my opinion.
I feel like
In my
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think two songs he released after the Raptors won their championship. Both of them
Yeah.
were good. They were like situational, so like they were good at that moment.
Right. And like Money in the Grave was like good, and then People Treat Us of Omerta was like way worse than Money in the Grave. I feel like they're pretty close to each other. They're just like songs.
Pretty.
Yeah, when I listen to Omerta, I get like an instant 4 p.m. in Calabasas vibe. Like
Yeah,
it's like so clear.
I
Yeah.
definitely agree.
Okay, I think we should call it there. Any last words, guys? Anything you guys want to say about Drake
Want to like
or his new tape?
talk like just finalize, talk about like Dark Lane demo tapes.
Yeah, anything you guys want to say about that?
Final thought.
I had one question. What does he
Yeah.
mean by 30 on when to say when? He said talked about his dominance for 33 years. What is he talking about?
I mean, he's 33 years old.
Yeah, he is 33 years old. So like, I guess that's what he means.
I mean,
I think he's like
I don't know what he
symbolizing that
means when
he's
like
spending
he's
his
giving
life
30
on the entire
yeah.
game. Yeah, he's probably saying like he's dedicated to the game forever. That's probably what he's trying to say.
He's put his life into it.
Which I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, he's been he's been in the game longer than a lot of people realize.
Really long time. He's changed the rap game drastically.
He has.
Yeah.
He has.
So kudos to him. Like regardless of how bad we might think the song is, it still somehow changes the rap industry.
Yeah. Like even if throwaways become really popular, like that's probably the best part about him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, I think this is where we'll call it the end. Until next time on Just Earworms. Peace.
Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Peace out.
Yep.
And let us know what we should talk about next.
Yep, definitely let us know. And stay tuned for our next episode. It's gonna be really good. We have a surprise guest in mind. Till then, adios amigos.